Hola, ¿cómo estás, mi amigos? Estoy muy bien, gracias. Well, are you guys ready to figure out today how to make that one change in your life so that you can have more happiness in your life? I hope that you tuned in for it because that, my friend, is what I'm here to talk to you about today. I'm going to show you how a simple change in your mindset is going to be the huge difference in you getting your happy on. All right. Do you want to live that dream life? Do you want to live um, that most best feeling that you can have? Sorry, you guys know my superlatives. I go a little over the top, trying to control myself a little bit, but not too much because it's Friday. Thanks for tuning in a little bit early, you guys. I have some business later today to attend to, so couldn't make it at 12. So I'm so happy. If you're watching this on the replay, I love you just as much. Hashtag replay, hashtag live. It's somebody asked me the other day, what does that mean? It's nothing. It's just fun. It's something that stands out to us rather than you just putting live. When we see hashtag, it just picks up for my people. So thank you for always tuning in. And today is going to be a shorty because I got shit to do today. And I know you got shit to do today too. So let us begin our journey here to talk about about gratitude, right? That's really the trick that we are going to talk about today. I know what you're thinking because I've been there too already, where I'm a little bit, gratitude, schmatitude. Fuck, just be happy, love what you have. Yes, I get it. But I promise you, there's no BS here. We're going to really get down to how you start to utilize it and make it as a tool. That's what I am. I'm not good when it's just like stand on one leg and jump around on a circle. That's what I feel like sometimes things are. But you know what? We're going to really focus you on gratitude. Don't worry about it. Because man, it's amazing when you start to focus on the good in your life, you start to see it everywhere. We call it confirmation bias. Whether we think we are lucky or unlucky, we will seek out, or happy or unhappy, whether other people have more than us or not. That is really our mindset. And our mindset, this confirmation bias, will make sure that happens. So if you think, yeah, everyone's luckier than me, what'll happen is your brain, because we don't want cognitive dissonance where we go, wait a minute, I think I'm unlucky, but all these good things happen to me. Right? That's called cognitive dissonance, when our brains can't take in both things at the same time. So it's really screws with people when good things are happening and you have low self-esteem or you have imposter syndrome and you can't believe that this is your life, right? So you will start to. So what happens with confirmation bias is we will only look for things and see things as important if they confirm what we already believe. So if we think our life is shit, we are going to be going, oh, they looked at me sideways. Oh my God, I didn't win the lottery. I didn't get that job. This didn't happen. This happened. Can you believe they did that to me? No matter what else happens, we will look for only the bad things. And why? Because our brain doesn't want to have cognitive dissonance. It's caught in the middle. It goes, which one is it? It can't be both at the same time. Right? Even though sometimes it feels like it can be, but in our brains can't manage that. So really, it's what you decide. That's what gratitude is about. It's not about making up shit, about going, well, everything's going crappy, but I'm just going to pretend to be happy. It's not about that. It's really about creating your own confirmation bias. It's about looking for the treasures, the gold, the most amazing things in your life so that you see more of that. Does that make sense? So that for me is, it's even, I'm going fishing and I get really bad motion sickness. We're going fishing 3 days on a boat next week and I'm pretty nervous about it. So you won't hear too much from me from Monday to Wednesday because I think we'll be out in the middle of the ocean somewhere. There's part of me where all I want to do is think of all the reasons why it's going to be a terrible trip. I'm going to be so sick, So I'm almost predetermining how I'm going to feel about what this trip is going to be like. Instead of just going, you know what? I get to try something new. I've had motion sickness before, but you know what? I'm going to take lots of Gravol. I'm going to have C-bands. I'm going to go get some ear patches or something apparently. But you know what? I'm going to do everything to make this as awesome as I can. So I'm going to confirm and try to do things so that I don't go, which I was, I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be sick. This is going to be terrible. This is going to be terrible. This is going to be terrible. And so what do you think it will be? It'll be terrible, even if it's a good time, because I'm going to be constantly going, wait a minute, I might get sick in 5 minutes. Oh God, am I feeling a little bit nauseous? Because I do that now. And what does it do? I get sick because that's what I focus my attention on is I'm going to be sick. Instead of going, you know what? I'm going to be good. This medicine's going to help me and I'm going to feel great. And I'll deal with it if it doesn't. But I'm not going to set my mind. I'm not going to predispose myself to that confirmation bias of, oh no, this is going to be a terrible trip. So think about it. What is that self-talk that you're using on yourself? You guys know it's the good or the bad medicine. That to me is what gratitude is. It is the ultimate good medicine in our life. Pardon me. That can help us reach out and grab on to that positivity, that joy, and that beauty that's in each and every one of our lives, even when there is crazy shit going down, right? So I'm telling you, man, this is for real people who are looking for that extra boost to live an awesome life. Alrighty, so let's get down to business. I'm going to be, like I said, get you out of here at a decent time today. So I've got 4 quick little steps for you that I want you to follow because there's a lot. This gratitude thing is a huge topic and people do university degrees in it, right? So there's so much brain science behind this. But really, for me, at the end of the day, it's about being happy with what I have. And I don't want to confuse necessarily gratitude and contentment, because I know when I say, oh, I should just be grateful for what I have. I should be content. I shouldn't want more. I want you to know there's nothing wrong with wanting more. What's sad is when you're not happy right now in this moment, right? When you're constantly wishing for something else. And that's when I'm saying you need to be content and you need to be grateful right for this minute and everything you have. Does that mean that you shouldn't go after more and set your goals bigger? No, I truly believe that you can love everything you have and nurture it. And that's really what makes everything else in your life grow. When you focus your energy and your love on yourself, your dreams, your contentment, your satisfaction, your joy, my God, it explodes in your life, right? So this is up to you. As always, today is the first day of the rest of your life. You can choose to listen to this or you can choose to disregard it. So it's time for you to get focused right now, right here, and listen. So I got 4 quick points for you. Number 1, so how do we start to call gratitude into our life? How do we start to change that mindset of, I'm not lucky, nothing good ever happens to me? Does anybody say that? Let me know if you find that creeping in. If you think you're unlucky, if you think that, bad stuff just happens to me and my family, because I know it can sometimes feel that way, right? But it's life. Bad shit happens to everyone. And it's how people rebound from it, how resilient they are from it, and how they choose to see the experience. So let us get started. Number 1, what is the first thing that I want you to do to start to embrace gratitude in your life? And for those of you who are doing it, I bless you, my friends, because you already know these steps. But you know what? Share it with your friends because they need to know it too. Number 1, think about what you're grateful for. That is everything. Every day that I get up and I go, oh God, I have to take the kids to school. I have to get up. I have to do this. Instead of that, I get up and say, oh my gosh, I get to do that shit. I feel I have a heartbeat. I have a car that I can drive. I have a bit of money that I can put gas into it. I have an audience that hopefully wants to hear what I have to say. But you know what I mean? So it's really about looking at, you know what, even getting a little nervous about the smoke rolling in. I was kind of like, oh, look at it outside. It sucks. And you guys remember a few years back when we had our own kind of more local wildfires and I had 60 people from my reserve living in my backyard for just about 8 weeks. And man, I was miserable and I moaned and groaned about every second of it. And I hated the smoke and I hated everyone in my backyard. Man, that was the time when I really needed to show some gratitude and I did not. And it made my life way, way worse and way harder. So that's what I want you to think about. Your mindset, how you choose to see it. Does it change the situation? Not entirely. Does it change how you feel about the situation, about your experience in that moment? Hell yes, my friends. So let's get down to business. How do we change that mindset? How do we embrace gratitude? So number one, think about what you're grateful for. And I don't care if it's, you know what, I can stay in my house if it's smoky. Today, it's less smoky, I think, than it was yesterday. Maybe I'm crazy, but I choose to think that way, right? It's a little bit cooler. Looks like rain coming Saturday. Hopefully it's not too much lightning, but yes, come on, rain. I'm wishing for you. I am grateful for my kids. I am grateful for having a brain and a voice that I can get up and say something each and every day. So think about it. What is it that you're grateful for? Your friend, your parent, your identity, who you are inside, knowing who you are. It could be that you sing good. It could be, I admire that, man, I tell you. You're a good friend. You opened a door for somebody yesterday. You pay, like, it doesn't have to be. It's what are you grateful for in your life? Flowers, dogs, I don't know, right? A day without hay fever, a day without pain. Because I know even my chronic pain people, I love you and I'm so sorry to hear about it. But even that, so many of you live with so much grace and so much gratitude because I know the agony you go through every day. And yet you still get up and you're still out there. So I need, thank you for focusing on what you are grateful for and what you have going on in your life. Because I know it's hard, but when we focus on our pain, our sorrow, our grief, the things that aren't, that's when we get stuck. That's when we really start to get sick, right? Because our mind is in jail then. So we need to think about, and that might be memories. That might be looking out grief. I know a lot of myself, I have to choose to look at grief as going, you know what? Would this person want me to just be pining away for them? Would they want me to, or these people, would they want me to be sad? Would they want, no, they would say, holy shit, girl, get your shit together. You got to live life for me. I wasn't able to live it fully or to where I wanted to. Get going. Do this for me. Live with joy, live with happiness, because their hearts would be broken if they knew that we were pining away and missing them so much. And if you believe people, a lot of, traditional people, they believe that grieving is what creates ghosts, right? What creates ghosts, because we hold them here, our sorrow, our undying love, which we think is great, but it can trap them here because they don't want to leave because they're so sad to leave us. So I know we're getting deep here, but that's what I mean. It's really about, there's so many things that gratitude can impact in our life. So I just wanted to share that. So write that shit down, my friends. Number 2, write down what you are grateful for. And so think about it. Then number 2, I want you to write it down in a journal or on your phone. You have a notes section. You have my beautiful friend Amanda. She uses Facebook every day. She puts something that she's grateful for. And man, the stuff that's going on in her life is beautiful. So thank you for sharing always, Amanda, those things. But that's it. What you focus on, you create more of in your life. So if you want more of those things that you're grateful for, think about them, focus on them. It's like when we go, oh gosh, I can't lose weight. I'm just so lazy. I'm so this. Do you think that people all of a sudden start losing weight and getting in shape? No, it gets harder and they give up. And if anything, they'll start self-sabotaging and they'll start eating more and worse because they're looking for the confirmation that they can't lose weight and that they can't be healthy. So if I just keep jamming stuff and just be lazy and prove it, I'm just going to confirm that I was right all along. I am lazy and a loser. You're not. You're not. You're not. Okay. You are so amazing. I am so grateful for each and every one of you each and every day, because that's what makes my world go round, my friends. Whatever you think, if you weren't here, there'd be no reason for me to get up each and every morning and show up. So thank you. I am grateful. You are part of my gratitude. And I write that shit down regularly. So use your notes. Get a book, man. Just have it. I don't have my book here, but you guys know I always have my little notebook. But it's time, right? It's time. Focus on it. Write it down. Number 3, meditate and practice gratitude every day. So what does this mean? Some people can sit and they have an hour where they can sit, truly meditate, what we all imagine meditation is. I think more of us are those people that have to get up in the morning and before we get out of bed, stop for 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, whatever you have, and breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth if you're able to. right? Feeling that body, celebrating the fact that you are awake for another day, my friends, and that you are ready to go and go after what it is that you want. Start to think about the things that you need to set up for yourself for the day. What is it that I want to create? What are my 3 mitts, my most important things? What are those 3 things that I need to get done today so that I can feel good about myself and that I can feel fulfilled today? All right. So that can just be it. It might be walking outside, and it could be driving, but thinking about the things that you love. It's when you lose track of time. That's what I find is meditation. When I'm in my happy place and I lose track of time, that to me is meditation at the very, very core of it. So it's really about, but ideally you do it in the morning or in the evening. Think about what you're grateful for. Write it down so you don't forget about it, because what we write down, we pay attention to. It's like goals, right? As soon as we write those gratitudes down, our brain starts to come into alignment because we're not being in cognitive dissonance, right? Which means our mind trying to hold 2 opposing thoughts at the same time. I'm good or I'm smart and I'm stupid. I'm lucky, but nothing good ever happens for me, right? So if you are focused on the negative thought will win over 99% of the time. So this isn't magic. This isn't just about, oh no, some people think happy thoughts. No, it's a conscientious effort every single day to go, do I let the bad thoughts win out or do I let the good medicine win out? Right? Good medicine or bad medicine, that's up to you. Number 4, our final point before I'm going to let you guys out of here. I'm a little bit over time. Last one, practice mindfulness by focusing on the present moment, not the past or the future. That is the problem with this cognitive dissonance too. We're always worrying. To me, cognitive dissonance happens a lot with anxiety because we're afraid to wish for good things. We're afraid to go, this is going to work out great. Because what if it doesn't? I failed before. It hasn't worked out. Well, then it's not going to work out. Whatever you decide in your mind, the way a situation is going to be, that's the way it's going to be. So you get the choice. It's not magic. And you go, but things have gone sideways before. That was yesterday. That was in the past. You're not that same person today. You learned from it. If you didn't learn from it, say you ran into a wall and you never learned from that and you never bothered to look up because you were looking at your phone and you kept going around in the world looking at your phone and you ran into that same wall or another wall, then I would say, yeah, come on, man, you got to get a little bit smarter than that. But if you literally learned even one tiny thing and right before you hit that wall, you pulled your phone down, well, wait a minute. Hey, you learned, baby, you're doing good. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it being perfect. Don't worry about it, everything being a success. Worry about setting your mind to it. Because you know what? I promise, when you go in with a positive mindset, even, you know what? Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I'm going to take it and I'm going to roll with the punches. And something goes wrong, you're not going to beat yourself up as much. You're not going to go to as dark a place as if you went, yeah, I know this isn't going to work out. And then it doesn't work out and you go, see, I told you. Because we internalize that stuff. The other thing is, hey, what did I learn from this? I kind of knew that it wasn't going to be perfect. So what? But hey, man, I did it. So I need you to focus on being right here, right now, loving everything about yourself, not worrying about where you're going to be in 3 years, worrying about set goals. But really, to me, your goals only come true, only happen because of what you're doing right here in this second, in this moment. It doesn't matter what you're going to do tomorrow. Oh, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow's never coming, baby. You know that. What are you doing right now that's going to move you ahead towards what you want? All right. And you know what? A lot of times it starts first thing in the morning. And I don't know how many of you have a morning routine. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. But my amazing team member, Stacia, does. And we're going to let you guys know it's time. We still would love you to come and join us in the 90-day Dream Life Project, my friends. We need you here. If you're not sure about it yet, it's really a 90-day goal setting and goal getting program. Our goal is for you to figure out what you want most to accomplish in the next 90 days. We want to look at that big goal, but then what is the things you need to do in the next 90 days to get them done? And it's really about it isn't setting up unrealistic expectations. It's not about giving you more work than you already have, because we know you've already got a shit ton. It's about you taking things away. It's about us looking at your daily schedule and going, what needs to go here? Are you scheduling all of your most important things, or are you just letting them float around and hope that you're going to do them? All right. You need to get focused on what you want, and you need the support to do it. Okay. And it's a 24/7 thing, right? People just think, oh yeah, I've got my goal and this is my to-do list, but then there's no space for it in their daily agenda. And really it starts the night you go to bed, but it also, more importantly, it starts when you get up in the morning. So I'm curious, anybody have a morning routine out there? Let us know, drop it in the comments below, because really, if you look at every successful human being in the entire world outside of myself, they have a very specific routine. And we like to call that the millionaire morning routine. And you are so lucky because we have one of our coaches, Stacia, who is a master at this and has helped other millionaires create their morning schedule. And she would love to share it with you. So she'll be sharing that next Tuesday in the 90-day Dream Life Project. So if anybody is wanting in on that, don't worry about it. There's no start date. It's when you want to start. So if this is something you're interested in, you want to know what the millionaire morning routine is, I want you to get a hold of us, set up an appointment, and let's talk about getting you into the 90-day Dream Life Project, because that is going to be our exciting thing this week. Zan's away and Stacia will play. So if this is something you want to know what the most successful people in the world do every single morning to be successful, you want to come and join us in the 90-day the 90-day Dream Life Project. All right, so let's do this. Join this weekend and you will get access to this bonus on Monday. All righty. So I'm going to let you folks go checking in here. Awesome, my darlings. So good to see you. Deb, Lisa, good to see you, ladies. I love you. Everybody, it's time. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. What is it that you want most in your life? Are you going to choose to focus on the good medicine in your life or the bad medicine? Are you going to create and focus on gratitude, which is then going to lead to you living your dream life? It's time, my friends. All righty, darlings. Oh, and just wanted to show you guys, I never mentioned it, but here's just a few of my summer last year at the Shoe Swap. We're going to be heading out there again. I'm thinking positive thoughts that the smoke will be dissipated in a month or so. But even that, make sure you put out your fires, don't have any fires, and keep your eyes out for any smoldering fire things happening if you're in BC, because you know it is hot, my darlings. Love you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Let me know. Do you have a morning routine? How do you focus on gratitude? What do you do to focus your gratitude? And if you're not, are you having cognitive dissonance? Are you struggling with thoughts where you're like, I want positivity, but then on the other hand, that I'm struggling to stay positive? Let us know. That's what this group is for. Alrighty. And don't forget about it. We're going to be checking in with all of you to see who are not. Any of you who tune into lives, you are with us for life, our lifers. But if we haven't heard from you, if we don't see you showing up, like and post, we're going to be reaching out to see if there's anything we can do to support you. But also, if you even want to be in this group, because I hate clogging up people's feeds with these notices if this is not an interest to you. But also, invite your friends. We are having referral bonuses, so we're working on it. But invite your friends, but you can't just invite them. You need to send them the link to say, come join us. If you just add them without telling them, we won't accept them. They need to answer the 3 questions. So if you add them, invite them, and they answer the 3 questions, they'll be in. But the more, we've got a little challenge going on. Whoever invites the most this month, you're going to get a free coaching session with me. worth $150 to $300, depending on how much time we spend. I say it's a session because some people goes a little bit longer an hour, some people a little bit less. So it's anywhere valued from $150 to $300. So anybody that is successfully referring people to this group, that are answering our questions to get in the group, and that just generally let us know they want to be in this group, you are going to be entered into this draw for this coaching session with me. I like to kind of call it it's your 90-day goal setting session that we can do for you. So it's a little step to give you an idea of what we do in the 90-day goal setting program. Alrighty, y'all. Love you guys. Have a good one. We will talk to you next week. Great. Bye.